Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, which is PyBron, and hope you enjoyed the last session. I just want to give the quick recap over here, what we had discussed so far, so forth. So you will be on the same page, and I can also be start from the same page. So before going to be start, I would like to take a quick recap. I would like to do a one quick recap with this complete session, what we did so far, so that we all are in the same page and we will get to know what we have to learn and what we are going to learn today. So our today's agenda, I would like to start with the function iterator, generator, map and reduce filter functions. So these are the some in kind of inbuilt methods which you can say, and some of the new method which we are going to discuss today. So before that, before going to start, I would like to discuss about this what we had done so far. Just so in the last session we had discussed about the tuple, we had discussed about the set, we had discussed about the dictionary. So and also we had discussed about the list, which is not listed here, sorry for that. I'll add it up. So in the last class we had discussed list we are going to represent with the help of the parenthesis, and tuple we are going to represent with the help of, sorry, list we are going to represent with the help of the square bracket, and tuple we are going to represent with the help of the parenthesis. And similarly dictionary we are going to represent with the help of the curly brackets, and set also we are going to represent with the help of the curly bracket. Only difference is that in case of list and tuple, there is a list and tuple both are same. In case of list we can add the heterogeneous element like number string, we can add the complex number also, we can add anything. In case of tuple also we can add everything heterogeneous element. Only difference is that in case of list and tuple, list is in growable in nature, but in case of tuple, once you define the tuple you cannot add the element over there. So this is the one of the difference which I can say in case of list and tuple. Another thing, dictionary, another thing is dictionary. In case of dictionary we are going to add the element in form of key and value pair. Key cannot be repeat but value can be repeat. This is the one thing. And set, there is a similarity between the set and dictionary representations. Dictionary, in dictionary we are going to add the element in the form of key value pair, but in case of set we cannot add the element in the form of key value pair only. And one more thing, here you cannot repeat the element also, means repetition will not allow in case of set. Hope guys it is very helpful information which I had given so far. And if you face any challenges, so I'll add the video about this which we made last class in the description. You will get it out from the description and just go through that videos. And if you face any challenges then do comment. We will get back to you over there. Thank you. So let's start for today's agenda, which I had set already. So in today's class we are going to discuss about the function, we are going to discuss about the lambda, we are going to discuss about the iterator and generator, map and reduce filter function. Let's without getting delay, let's start this. And discuss about the dictionary, nested dictionary we had discussed, and now function. Function, what is the function? Let me explain very generic way. In case of the function, suppose you have a line of code, 3 line of code or 4 line of code, and which you want to use very randomly at every place. So what you can do, you are going to write this 3 line of code in every place? No, it is not a good practice of the programming, because we are going to repeat our line and we are going to waste our line of code, and which make our program much more bulky. So as a programmer, as a stack, you cannot understand what is going to happen. So in order to overcome this kind of problem, we are going to create a function, we are going to define the function. So once you create the function, anyone can use that function anywhere. So this is the one of the benefit to create a function. And yes, we will see some of the abstraction in the case of function and variable also. So but today's agenda only to see the function at all. So function, how to define the function? Function syntax to define the function is def. Def is the keyword to define the function. And function name, you can give any name, but only thing is that you should not give the name which is the predefined, which is the keyword. You should not give that kind of function. And also here you can define the arguments also, and semicolon, and here will be the body of the function. Okay, let's we are going to discuss. Here is the function definition, guys. You just go through this. Yeah, this is the definition, name of the function and argument, and here you have to define your function body. Okay, let's define one function, say hello. See what is the benefit of that, print hello. If I going to want to define this hello, so what I can do, so just I would like to say hello, say underscore hello. Yeah, say underscore hello, and let me print this, see hello. How many times you want to print say hello, it will print it up. How many times you want to call this function, you can call it up. So this is the beauty of the function. See, I called say hello two times, so two times hello got printed. Suppose you, right now for the demo purpose we having only one line of code, but in the real time you will get 1,000 and 10,000 line of code of functions, and you no need to write that complex program as many times whenever you want. Okay, so this is the beauty of the you must say function. And another thing is that, see, let's see this one. Suppose you want to you want to greet something, and here is that key. This actually it should be s, so we can print it up. 1 minute. And if you want to see, if I want to print the hello 90, so it is saying hello 90. Okay, and let's suppose you want to give name, so you can give here name also. Let's run this cell. See, hello Rajesh. Okay, now I'm going to show you the return argument. What is the return argument? Suppose you want to take a output from the one function, and if you want to use that output to the another function, that is also possible in case of any language, which is Python or Java, whatever it is. But here it's quite different in case from the Java. In case of Java, we have to define it explicitly. We should define what is the kind, what is the return type of the function. But in case of Java, as you know, it's a dynamic type language, so at the runtime it will understand what is the return type of that function, right? So let's discuss about this. What is the return type? Yeah, so let's see. Suppose here is the one method. Suppose here is the one method def, and there is the add method is there, and this add method will take two number one comma number two, and it will return, suppose it will return addition of these two number, and you want to use this addition of these two number to the subtraction method, so that is also possible. And suppose there is a one method like a subtraction, and kind of here what we are going to pass, suppose two number, again I am passing number one and number two. Okay, and here I'm going to return it up, return number one minus number two. Got it? So now let's build this kind of function. And what is the use of return type, I'll show you here only. Okay, so here I'm going to define one function def sum, and sum, here I'm passing two argument num1 comma num2. Okay, and yeah, and return it up num1 plus num2 plus num2. Cool. Let's run this code. Yes, it got executed successfully, no doubt. And now I'm going to define one another function like def and subtraction, and here also I'm going to define here num1 comma num2, and here I'm going to return it up, return num1 minus num2. Okay, num2. Let's run this code also. Now I define this function, now I have to use this function, right? So let's use this function, how I can use it up. Okay, we had created, so we have to use it up also. So suppose I'm calling this sum method, and here I'm passing that 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4 will be the 7, and I'm going to store some addition under the addition kind of variable. And now I would like to, okay, let's print this, print addition. Let's run this. Yes, I got the 7. Now I want to use this 7 to the another means subtraction, means I would like to pass whatever result will come from the addition, and that result I would like to pass to the subtraction method, and I would like to get the result over there. So that is also possible. You just call the subtraction, and here addition comma 3. So what is the expected? Suppose here I am going to store in the subtraction sub. Under the subtraction I would like to store it up, and now print sub. Let's run this code. Let's see what happened. What happened here? Can you guys imagine that? Let me clear this. Suppose you pass here 3 comma 4 in case of addition. Suppose you pass here 3 comma 4. 3 plus 4 will give the 7, and this 7 we are passing as a one argument in the subtraction, and 3 is we are passing as a second argument. So 7 minus 3, we are getting 4. Got it? So this is the benefit of the return type method. So whenever you want to use any output of the one function, so you should make a return type. Certainly you can check the, you can check the prime number. Is it any prime number or not? So what we can do, so there is a multiple way to check the prime number. Prime number is in the sense of what? I must say a prime number is that number which will divide by itself only. It will not divide by the any other number. That kind of number is known as the prime number. And yeah, so how could you check the prime? Now what we did, we created one function like a definition is prime, and we are passing one number which we have to check. We have to check which number is the prime. Suppose I want to check the 17, I want to check the 13, I want to check the 14. So every time we should not create this many line of code and this many line of complex code. Okay, so in order to overcome this kind of problem, what I did, I made a method, and here what I'm going to pass, here I'm going to pass a number, and I'm going to iterate. I'm going to iterate with the help of the for loop, starting with the 2 and ending with till number. Suppose I'm passing here 17. Okay, I'm passing here 17, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a range function with the 2 to 17. So it will iterate from the 2 and it end with the at the 16. 17 will not be count. So what is going to be happen here? It will check n if your number will be modulus of 0, will be modulus of number. So in the first iteration, n will be 2. So number will be divided by 2. If it will divide by 2, the remainder will be 0. And if it is remainder will be 0, in the sense of it is not a prime number. It is not a prime number. And if it is not a prime number, then at that point only I am going to break. I'm not going to check on the another number. Similarly, similarly, next iteration n will be 3. And my number still is 17. So 17 by 3, if it will check the modulus is 0. Modulus is 0. If it is modulus of 0, then it will break. As it is not modulus of 0, so loop will iterate in the next iteration. It will iterate till the number what we are passing here. Okay, and suppose if number is out of this range, means the number is less than 2 and greater than number, so automatically I would like to say if number is less than 2, so automatically by default I have to say it is a prime number, because 1 is already a prime number. Okay, so that is that in such a way you can make it up. Clear the diagram. Let's use this method. How I can use this? Let's suppose I would like to check the 17 is a prime number or not. As I know 17 will divide by itself only, so it should display. Okay, I did not run this code, it's my bad. 1 minute guys, I made a mistake here. Yes, now it will run. Okay, that's fine. And now it is saying the prime number. Okay, similarly I would like to check one. I can check 16 also. Let's see whether it is for 16 it is saying the prime or not. Okay, as it is not a prime number, right? It's not a prime number, so it should display what the message we are getting. Yes, it's saying not a prime number. Similarly, see, if you will not define this kind of method, this kind of function, So you have to write this 7 or 8 line of code as many time, how many time you want to check the prime number. But if you made a method, you should create once and use what, how many time you want to use. So this is the beauty of the method. Similarly, there is another approach to check the prime number. You can try yourself. I'm keeping to your, just try from your end, and if you face any challenges, do comment, I'll help you out. Okay. Now there is another thing, another concept is coming, like a iterator and generator. What is iterator and generator? Iterator in the sense of what you must say, see, if I'm typing here range function, let me clear this. it, if I'm typing here range range 2 to 7, and let me run this, what the output you are getting? 2 to 7, right? And 2 to 7 means it will start from 2 and it will end at 7, right? Means everything will come. And don't you think so, if I want to print like a 2 3 4 5 6 like this, so I'm not able to print because it's a, it is a created one number range between 2 to 7, but it's not iterable. How can I make it as a iterable? How can I make it as a iterable? That is the another challenge. So in order to make it as a iterable, what we can do for I in range, for I in range 2 comma 7. So once you are creating the for loop at the backend level, it is creating the range function as a iterator. I will show you, don't worry about that. And just a minute, let me print this I. And yes, we are able to print 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, one by one. Okay, next we are going to iterate. Now what you can do, let me show you without for loop how you can iterate this. Okay, without for loop in the back end, we are doing the same thing what we are going to do right now. Okay. Okay, so b is equal to iter iterator, and here you can pass here range function, and inside of range 2 comma 7. So done. And now it's done. Now let me explain on the thing, and just print b. Let's print b. We are getting the range, and now you can see range become a iterator, because initially if you will check, initially if you will check the range function, that it will not show the iterator. Okay, now it is saying range as a iterator. Okay, now if you want to print this next function, and you can print it up. Okay, 2 first 2, again run it, you are getting 3, again run it, 4, again run it, 5, again run it, 6, and again run it. Once again if we are running, we are getting the stop iteration. But in case of for loop, explicitly we are defining how many time the range function has to iterate. But in case of iterator and generator, if you are using this kind of thing, we are not defining how many time this iterator has to be run. So that's what it is giving me error. Okay, got it? Hope you understood the concept. Okay, so same thing we had done for the string case also. So that's all about the iterator. I have done a lot of thing here. Okay, let's suppose yield keyword. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the yield keyword. What is the yield keyword? Okay, yield is the kind of, see, I made a for x in, suppose I created one method like a sample generator, and here for x in range of 3 to 7, and I'm yielding x. It's a kind of, it's a kind of yield is the kind of list, nothing else. So it will create a one list. And you can do one more thing, 1 minute. You can do another approach also. I can show you this. So here I am going to define one list. Here I am going to define one list, and yes, list is defined. And now L dot append, instead of doing this yield, let's we will do what we know first. Okay, and afterward we will discuss about the yield. l dot append, l dot append, and here you just pass x. Okay, and let's run this, and now control mb. Let's oh shit, I would have to create this list at the outside of this method, otherwise I have to make it as a global. Okay, so it will not work. Okay, it's my bad, I'll change this. Okay, now let me run this. That's fine, that's completely fine. And now I would like to check. Okay, oh sorry, I did not return it up. Sorry, it's my bad. Okay, I have to return it up. So that's what it is saying, this error, return, and now it will work. Now if I'm going to print this, still it is saying dot append x. So it's in range of 3. Next will come l dot append. Yes, it should work. Syntactically it is right only, but why it is not working? Give me a moment, guys. I'll just discuss about this yield function first. So what is the yield? I'll show you what is the error we are getting. And yes, in case of yield function, what we are going to do, we are creating this a list kind of thing, 3 to 7. And now if you are going to print this, it is saying 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so same thing I would like to do with this also, but it's not working. I'll show you in the next class. Okay, so that's all about this list iterator and generator. Just keep stay tuned and watching, and if you like this video, just put a like and comment if you need further assistance. Thank you for watching. Thank you.